It's been 15 years since Audrey May Herron drove away from work and disappeared into the night. Her father passed away before ever knowing the truth.
The one thing he wanted was to know where she was and what happened. And the kids, you know, they have to know.
Investigators say they do suspect foul play, but that they still have very little to prove it.
What do you need to crack this case and to bring her family answers?
We just need that one lead, that one piece of information that points us in the direction we need to go.
And police do still get regular leads, including one as recently as last year.
So did this come in as a tip to you?
It did.
And what did the tip say?
Basically, there was an indication that her body may be located at this location.
Her body, not the car.
Vehicle, along with possibly the vehicle.
It was a promising tip, and cops investigated it thoroughly.
We came here with a team of cadaver dogs, and we did search the entire property. And they picked a few places where we did excavate.
Police even went so far as to drain a large pond on the property, but like their own searches, it came up dry.
Did you search the property up here too?
Yes.
You did? You didn't find anything at all?
No.
No sign of Audrey or her vehicle.
I know she didn't leave, and I can't fathom someone ever wanting to harm her. But the only thing I know is that whoever did this to her planned, or they knew what they were doing. And it wasn't just a random thing.
And to make a person and their vehicle disappear, it was likely more than one person.
Yeah, I would say there's definitely got to be more than one person that knew about this.
And for a lot of people in the community, at least one of those persons was, and still is, Audrey's husband, Jeff.
Is that what everybody around here thought, is that Jeff had something to do with this?
Truth be told, yes.
My biggest question is, why has not Jeff helped in the search? On our part, we were trying to just get her name out there. Why was he not helping us?
That may be a good question, but cops say it's not nearly enough to point the finger of guilt at Jeff.
It is hard for me to understand as to why he doesn't go to things more often, because I want to get my mom's face out there. But I think he sees it as he is protecting his children, and I think that's what he does by not going to these things so much and staying away from the news and the media.
But what about those rumors Jeff took a polygraph test which came back inconclusive?
There was a report that he took a lie detector. Can you confirm that?
I can't really comment on that.
We did reach out to Jeff for an interview, but at the time, he declined.
Do you have any persons of interest or suspects on the record?
No.
And so we're not saying that Jeff is a person of interest or a suspect, but he is the spouse, and normally in these types of cases you have to rule in or rule out the closest people to the missing person. Is that accurate?
I would say that no one's been ruled out in this case.
And with that in mind, we decided to try one more time to get Jeff's side of the story.
Are you ready for the truth, no matter what the truth is?
Yeah. It's like one of my biggest fears, but like also I fear not knowing what happened, so.
So if you were to find out someone did something to your mom, and maybe it was someone you knew, it would be hard for you, but it's something you could accept.
Yeah, I need to know.
Hey, Jeff. Michelle Sigona here from Crime Watch Daily. We're working on Audrey's case. Are you home?
There was no answer from Jeff, but just down the road, we caught up with his father, Ron Herron, while he was out doing yard work.
How difficult has this been for Jeff?
No, that changed his life tremendously, you know. So, yeah, he's survived through it. So.
Well, a lot of people have pointed the finger at Jeff and have thought,
yeah.
have thought maybe he had something to do with this. What do you tell those people?
They're nuts. You know, he hasn't got a bad bone in his body.
As for Jeff not participating in those searches,
well, you got that wrong. I mean, not searching for his wife, that's totally wrong. But not going to a lot of these
functions.
Functions is a good way to put it. that screws them up, you know, for the kids and for him. That just brings everything boiling, and that's he stayed away on purpose.
And he has something to say about some of those other rumors as well.
Did Jeff take a polygraph?
Oh, yeah.
Did he pass it?
Oh, yeah.
So he's been willing to give his time. He's been willing to take a polygraph. He's willing to do what it takes to clear his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, he says there was never a motive for Jeff to hurt his wife in the first place.
Most problems in marriages come from money. You know, they don't have that problem.
No money issues.
No money issues.
No
That was
marital
one
issues.
of the things that we thought may be going on, that she was kidnapped, and you know, we were going to get a phone call for ransom. But
You were ready to help with the ransom.
oh yeah, sure.
You would have done
No,
anything.
I was the one with the money. So yeah.
So then, what does Ron think happened to the mother of his grandchildren?
Do you believe Audrey is alive?
No,
Why do you say that?
I don't feel her.
Where do you think the vehicle is in all of this?
There's a good question. The only thing you can come up with was the vehicle, after all this time, never been found. It was either crushed, shredded, crushed, or her and the vehicle were put into a container someplace and shipped someplace.
Sent somewhere.
Yeah.
Police do stress that until they get the right piece of evidence, nothing is off the table. But now they need the public's help.
Probably the worst part of the case for me is not finding that car. That would at least give us another jump start into maybe where this case leads.
People at home, what can they look for as far as the vehicle is concerned?
It's a 94 black, it's a Grand Cherokee. It was a New York Liberty plate, and it was X-ray 233 Union Victor.
A 15-minute drive, a 15 years long mystery. The only certainty being that Audrey May Herron is gone. But today, both of her daughters have found a way to keep their mom close, following in her footsteps to become nurses.
Why did you decide to go into nursing?
Well, my mom brought me to work a couple of times. And, you know, I saw her patients loved her, her coworkers loved her. I decided that I would like to do something like that as well.
You're also in nursing school?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's a way to help you feel more connected to your mom?
Well, we definitely are like honoring her in that way. We're all nurses, so it's kind of cool.
If there was something you could say to your mom today, what would it be?
That we love her and we miss her, and we will never, ever stop looking for her. Even if I'm 80 years old, I'll still be looking for her. She deserves answers, and she deserves justice.
Once again, here's a picture of Audrey Herron. She was driving a black Jeep Grand Cherokee with New York license plates reading X233UV. Anyone with information about the case is asked to call the state police at 518-622-8600, or you can submit a tip anonymously at crimewatchdaily.com. I'm Chris Hansen. If you like this story, make sure you tune in every day to Crime Watch Daily. You can find where the show airs in your city at crimewatchdaily.com. Watch it live or record it on your DVR and watch it at night. And to all those criminals out there, remember, we are watching.